Hello, Bronies, Pegasisters, and people that are just interested in exactly what it is that we do. I'm Static Blitz.
I'm Indigo Wisp.
And today we have with us SaberSpark. Why don't you go ahead and say and our first question is, we want to give credit to Tootsie Roll too for introducing us to SaberSpark today.
He really introduced us. We already knew SaberSpark, but he set this up for us.
Yeah. Right.
Tootsie is a scholar and a gentleman.
Yeah, I agree to that. He's
a pretty good video editor too.
Yeah. All right. Our first question is, how long have you been doing your Brony breakdown?
Brony breakdown. It's been it started off, I would say, around January of 2012. I came up with it after I was done making Battle of the Brony, which was in, I'd say, November 2011. And it started off as a simple podcast, and then Paleo contacted me and said he would like to be a part of it, and I said, sure, why not? So it's getting close to about a year, which is kind of scary. I didn't realize how long it's been around for. So yeah, about a year almost.
Wow, that's
impressive.
Yeah, that's a pretty long time for that to be going.
Makes me feel old.
Yeah, we're open to EquestriaTalk will go on for a while. But speaking of Paleo, did you come up with the show, or did Paleo come up with the name and everything?
I came up with it, actually. After battling, I remember making a video the week afterwards, and I was mentioning things I would like to do in the video exactly, or I'm sorry, in the podcast exactly. Things from like discussing about PMVs and animations and art. And at the time, there really wasn't a format for the show, and the show went through a lot of changes, and it still is. One, I think, was when Paleo joined up, and that was he was there from the start, but he offered his 2 cents whenever we started making the show, and he had some ideas for it, and we changed it.
Yeah, it's a good show. I really like it. I usually try to watch it whenever I can.
I appreciate that.
Have you ever been on any other talk shows besides Brony Breakdown?
I've this one for sure. I've been on Dusty's show before. Stay Brain, my friends. I've been on Midnight Run a couple times, or not one time. I've been on Bernie Speak is another one. But I hate to say, I guess over the past couple of months, I've been on probably about maybe 10 or so in total. But I can't remember them all. Shame on me for not remembering.
Well, people can look it up or something.
That's quite a few talk shows.
Yeah. All right.
Well, the podcast part of the fandom is relatively. I mean, there are podcasts out there, and lots of them. But as far as the good ones go, I mean, those are few and far between. So whenever I can show up, I at least try to get these off their feet and into the air. And that's what I can do. That's what I want to do. Like, for example, is this being live streamed right now, or is it going to be re-uploaded on YouTube?
It's going to be uploaded on YouTube.
All right. Let me know whenever it does, so I can give it a shout out.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right. Thanks. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
But we're actually really surprised of who we've actually gotten on the show, from Sorak to Dusty Cat.
Well, I mean, you just got to ask. That's what it comes down to. Don't think that a guest is unattainable. You've got to ask. Yeah. And you'd be very, very surprised with their answers. A lot of them, if they see that you're credible and that you are worth their time, they'll say yes. You just got to be, you'd be surprised, is all I can say.
I'm just not used to, talking to bigger, well-known people, because I'm usually the guy who just sits in his room playing games.
Well, here's a little fact. A lot of those quote-unquote well-known people are the exact same, just playing video games, liking ponies. And the key word that needs to be underlined is the word people. They are people, just like you, just like me. They're very approachable.
Yeah.
That's what people Try to tell me a lot. But I still get nervous.
Just don't think of them as quote-unquote famous. That's a nasty word.
Yeah.
It's a nasty word.
But anyway, you interview on your show. We know that. Who was the very first person you ever interviewed on Brony Breakdown?
I believe it was Flim Philosophy, so Schmeg, Alan, and Greg. They're the ones who do the Mentally Advanced series on YouTube. And they also do Rainbow Dash Presents.
Oh, I've seen that, but I don't think I've seen the other one.
I think I've seen one of their other ones, but I can't remember.
Well, they haven't done the Mentally Advanced series in quite some time. They've been doing Rainbow Dash Presents. But, yeah, they were the first. Paleo got a hold of them. And then following that was Destiny Cat, who's a good friend of ours. So it's we've been lucky to talk to a lot of really cool people.
Yeah, I know doing this, we get to talk to a lot of really cool people, too. It's lots of fun to do this.
And we're hoping to talk to a bunch of the voice actors when we go to... We're possibly going to be going to BronyCon next year.
Ooh, excellent.
That'll be lots of fun.
Oh, okay.
Let's say some of my favorite voice actors to talk to. Kathy Westluck is extremely kind. I'd say talk to Lee Tokar. He's a very sweet guy as well. All the voice actors are overall very kind people, but Kathy and Lee and Andrew Francis are very, very awesome people. Gray Delisle, who's not a part of the show, but was actually Cadillac Gardens. I got to talk to her, and she's extraordinarily cool.
They all seem like very nice and awesome people.
Oh, yes.
Alright, what's your favorite part of doing your Brony Breakdown show?
Favorite part? It's kind of funny, because the show, in essence, isn't like a huge review show or specifically an interview show. It's kind of a show that just is a little bit of everything. From discussing a little bit about the news going on in the episodes and showing off some videos where I guess we're quote-unquote breaking it down and showing people what throughout the week what they might have missed as far as content goes. And then sometimes we'll have an interviewee at the end. If not, then we just kind of just talk, sitting around the water cooler and just chat about what's been going on in the Bernie fandom. And from philosophical stuff to just being absolute idiots. It varies.
It's a fun show to watch and listen to.
Yeah, it is.
Well, thank you. I'm flattered. Excuse me one moment. Hey.
That thing over there. I'm gonna turn that.
Yeah, all the heat in the house is concentrated into this one room. Nicknamed this place Hades. Sorry, my mom's walking to the room to take the trash out here.
That's fine.
It's holiday, so I'm visiting.
Oh, yeah.
Always fun around the holidays.
Oh, goodness. Yes.
Alright. Are you ready, or...?
Give me one moment.
Okay, sorry. We didn't know.
Sorry, guys, for the inconvenience.
No, that's alright.
No, it's absolutely fine.
By the way, for those out there who didn't know about it, Living Tombstone's remix of Mando Pony's cover of Bab's Seed is out, and you should all listen to it. It's amazing.
So how long have you guys been doing your thing?
We've been doing ours for about 5 months, I believe.
No, I don't. It's only been about, I think, 2 months, I think.
2 months, that's it.
We started in, I think, October. Yeah, I think if I remember right, you go to our channel, it said date joined October something.
Oh. Wow, I thought we were doing this a lot longer. It just seems like we have so many people interviewed. I thought we did it longer.
Do you guys do it once a week?
No, we sometimes we do like a couple times a week.
Yeah.
Alright, gentlemen, give me 1 minute. I gotta take this trash up to the... Here, oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's alright.
Yeah. If we put it in the garage, I'll wheel it out there, okay?
Alright, let's see if I don't think I know any more updates.
Call your mom. What's that? Okay.
I don't think I know any more updates currently.
Hey, James, could we take like a quick 2-minute break? Throw my dogs outside and then bring them back inside.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, we'll just edit this part out. Be right back.
Alright.
Sorry, guys.
That's alright. Should I just stop it? Alright, we're going to take a short break. All right, bronies, we are back, and all right, let's continue. Where were we? Okay. How long have you been doing the top 10 videos?
Top 10. All right, so top 10 originally belonged to the movie Brony, and I believe it was around February. I think it was February. Here, let me check when I made my first one. I believe. Top 10. I got rid of the playlist. Never mind. I think my first one was in March. Top 10 Brony videos of March. What I remember is the movie Brony made a post on his channel saying he's got to take a break for school, and he's looking for a steward for the top 10. I said, hey, I can do it. I know how to edit. And he said, okay, it's all yours. But it wasn't mine to keep forever. It was just to hold down while he was gone. So I did that for about 4 or so months. And it was quite successful. I guess I improved the series because I took... Think about the movie Bronies beforehand. The episodes would last for like 20 to 25 minutes. And that was way too long. So I shortened it. And I also added in a honorable mentions because I wanted more people to see more content. And just, I don't know, I feel like 10 wasn't enough. There's a lot of things that get left aside at the very bottom. Well, not the very bottom, but really that get close to winning, but don't get in there. Because there tends to be the usual people who always win. And I feel like, well, come on, let's get some new names out there so we can at least share the wealth. And around, I think it was, I'd say, from March, I think around May or so, was when he came back, or I think it was June. He came back in June, and I gave the series back to him, and then he held it for a couple of months, and then he gave it to Jay Holler to hold down because I had no time to do it myself. So yeah, it was fun doing top 10. It was a lot of my subscribers come from top 10, so I have to thank Movie Brony for that one.
Well, I really enjoyed making them, so I should subscribe to the guy who has it currently. Or are you still doing it, or did you say you gave it back to someone?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Okay, yeah, he said it. Okay, sorry. My mind's not working right now. You said you gave it to someone. The top 10.
He gave it back to the original creator, and then he gave it to someone.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to subscribe to the guy who has it. I enjoyed the videos. I enjoy discovering new music.
So, do you make any art or music of your own?
Oh, Lord, no. No. I'm not an artist by any means. I'm not a singer or a musician. I mean, I don't even consider myself a writer or anything, but I guess I can kind of write, and I can kind of, I suppose, commentate, or I guess make people laugh or whatever. I mean, I'm still unsure what I even do. It's very confusing. It's not as clear and cut as an artist or a musician or an animator or a fanfic writer, because I can write, but I don't write fanfics. So, go figure. But as far as the trifecta stuff goes, I'm not really part of that.
Well, wasn't it him that you saw the gaming videos?
Yeah, your Brony versus Pony thing was hilarious. I loved that.
Oh god. That's just me live streaming being an absolute idiot and hoping that people enjoy it along the way.
That's what I try to do in my game videos. That's like all my main channel has is game videos.
Well, if you're having fun with it, there's a good chance your audience is having fun with it.
Oh yeah, I'm having tons of fun. As long as it's a game I enjoy, then I have fun with it. Okay. On to the basic brony questions along with complex. What got you into being a brony and got you into My Little Pony?
Well, I'd say it was around August of 2011. I started my fall semester, and I saw ponies popping up all over the web, on YouTube Poops, on Meme Base, and I thought, okay, what's going on? What's with the ponies? And I decided to give it a look, and I saw some of the videos on YouTube. And I thought, okay, I'll watch an episode, and I did. And I was like, okay, this show's okay. It's all right, but it's not really my cup of tea. But then I realized, I gave it a break for about a week, and then I realized that the show was still growing. I mean, the trend was just picking up and really growing fast. And I thought, well, I want to be in the know. I want to understand what's going on 100%. So I watched another episode, and I loved it. And then before I knew it, I watched like the entire season 1, and I was done with that in about 2 or 3 days. So that's how I got hooked on ponies. On ponies was just I guess keeping an eye out on YouTube and seeing the trend show up, and then wanting to be a part of it, or at least understand it. And by wanting to understand it, I accidentally started watching it and liking it, and became ta-da, a brony.
That's that's kind of how I got into it. Like, my brother kind of threw clips at me repeatedly, which I thought at first looked stupid, but like he threw clips at me like the part where Fluttershy screams at the dragon or scolds it, and at first I just thought it's weird, and now Fluttershy is my favorite pony.
Hey, yay!
Yeah, so that was real fun. Did you? Okay, sorry, we were. I lost my train of thought.
Yeah.
Happens to me all the time.
So, what's your favorite episode of MLP?
Favorite episode? That's a tough one. I love the last roundup. That was very well done. Return of Harmony Part 1 and 2 were excellent. Though, I'd have to say the last roundup. I felt like the last roundup gave a good... It shared a lot of screen time amongst all the ponies. And even outside of the derpy stuff, I thought it was a great episode. It was just very interesting, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a very good episode. I agree. My favorite episode would have to be the Cutie Mark Chronicles, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people give crap about the Cutie Mark Crusaders, which I don't understand. I love those girls.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, and I like how it shows how all the ponies got their cutie marks and how they were all destined to be best friends at the beginning.
Yeah, it just goes down to the history of the main six.
I'm confused. I'm confused. Actually, I thought when you said Cutie Mark Chronicles, I thought of the Showstoppers. So I'm like, yes, the Cutie Mark Chronicles. Of course, people hate the Cutie Mark Crusaders, but they're only in the episode for like maybe 5 minutes or 4 minutes.
Yeah, that one's not one of my favorite ones, but I like it. Is
that the one where they sing the concert?
Yeah.
I like that one. Dumb fabric. I like that one. I know my brother's favorite part of the last roundup is the no one breaks a pinky promise part.
You pinky promise! I was not expecting that face. Oh my god.
I was like, holy crap, Pinky's pissed.
Demonic.
And I think out of all the ponies, Pinky probably has the most emotion in her.
Oh, she definitely wears her emotions on her sleeves.
But for my favorite episode, I don't know, it's kind of a fight between probably the season 2 finale, or One Bad Apple, or what's the episode called? One with Sweetie Belle and Rarity. Sisterhood Social. Yeah. I really enjoyed One Bad Apple. That was good with Babs Seed. But, okay. Whoops. We still have that one. Sorry. Okay. Shut up. I was reading that. What is the hardest part about doing your Brony Breakdown show? Making it and everything?
Hardest part of doing Brony Breakdown? I suppose just getting the content ready to go. Just finding the content throughout the week and then making a list of it, and then that's about it. I mean, for the most part, and not to sound, I suppose, lazy, but the show really isn't too hard to do. I mean, as long as you show up, and that's what I do, as long as Baylor and I show up and have fun, that's all that really matters. I mean, it makes it easier if you have content to talk about, of course, but even if there's a bad week where it's only about 3 or 4 days to find, we'll still make it work. As long as you show up, though, that's the most important thing, and that's what we try to do.
Or if you get a new game or something and completely forget to find content or something like that.
Oh, that's happened before. That has happened before. And will probably keep happening.
Oh yeah, a lot of great games will keep coming out. Like, I'm excited for Far Cry 3 and all that.
How do you get your...
Well, I made the dumb decision of downloading PlanetSide. I've been playing that like nonstop, which is stupid. I'll never be able to get any work done ever now.
That looks like a good game. I want to try and get that.
So, where do you usually get your news from?
EquestriaTalk. EquestriaTalk, or just things I hear around the grapevine. Is it grapevine? Is it the term I suppose? Yeah. Like, I mean, I chill out with the EFR team and sit in the mumble chat and talk to them a lot, and a lot of people show up and chat there, so I get some news via that way. But a lot of it's just going to EquestriaTalk, jotting down some notes, and that's about it. That or the roundtable. The roundtable has actually been my... I've been going to the roundtable more often because the news is more accurate.
I've never heard of that one. That's...
Alright. What would you say the most interesting thing that's happened on your show so far?
Most interesting thing. That's a good question. Most interesting thing? I don't know. It's nothing really out of the ordinary. I mean, we'll laugh a lot at random things. There was a time I tried playing a video from Dan Fanko, who's known for his World 34 stuff in his videos, and I was going to play one during a live show. And I go, well, I wonder if this video will be clean or not. And I played the video in like 4 seconds. They already had a picture of like blurred out Rainbow Dash World 34, and I was like, whoop, okay, never mind, that's not good. And everybody started laughing at that, and I was like, better proofread this stuff from now on.
Yeah, like, most interesting, I guess that wasn't the best question, because every episode of Bernie Breakdown is pretty interesting. It's fun and interesting to watch.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. It's just, yeah, it's one of my favorite Brony shows to watch, aside from, you know, Stay Brony, my friends.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this cat show too. That's a good show to go to. When it comes to getting guests, he's usually the #1 guy. So I enjoy watching his show and seeing him chat with like professional. See, I like talking to the bronies, not as much to the actual people who work on the show. So you get your fill of people who actually work on the show, or might be quote unquote, no, not quote unquote. Actually, they actually are professional. So there's no quotations needed. The people who are actually really professional, I go to either his show or I watch Draft do his thing on EFR's network. Or every network.
So is your show ever? Is it always posted on a crap? What is it? It's not Equestria Daily.
Everfree Radio?
Yeah, Everfree Radio. That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, we get our YouTube channel, over an hour, but on their channel they'll upload the video and they'll tweet about it and everything. I joined, not I did, but Bernie Breakdown, being Paleo and myself, we joined that probably in around February, March, April, around April or so. Drafted person said, hey, would you like to join our channel? And I said, well, to think about this one, because we're not sure how our audience will receive that. Because at the time we were getting close to about 100 viewers or so on live stream, and we thought, well, then, you know, with this new change of arms, which really wasn't that big of a change, it was more of just, instead of being on my live stream, it'd be on their live stream and be the exact same show untouched. So I decided to go with it, and it was the best idea, not the best idea, it was the best choice we ever made. Because our audience almost quadrupled. Actually, they quadrupled. It almost grew 5 times as large.
Oh, wow.
We almost, I mean, sometimes the most viewers we ever had was 520 viewers at a live show, which is like really cool. And that was right before BirdieCon. But by joining EFR, it's helped us get around the conventions smoother. There's a lot of red tape at conventions, but being with EFR, you can kind of just walk right over it saying, I'm with the EFR Everfree Network. And that usually gives you an excuse to go work behind the scenes. So I've been able to do a lot of cool things with EFR. EFN, I keep saying EFR. The name's been changed, I keep saying the old name. But EFN, we're doing a lot of cool things within the conventions and things I would never been able to do without joining the network. So it's been pretty awesome.
It is pretty cool.
It'd be awesome if our show got on that.
We'll talk to Draft, you never know.
Yeah. That would be very cool.
We'll have to do that sometime. Get our show on over free radio. That'd be
Network.
Yeah, network. Sorry.
Don't worry, I keep screwing up. I probably will keep screwing up.
All right.
Something.
Let's see. Was there ever a video you wished you hadn't showed or reviewed or anything like that in your show?
The porn one with Rainbow Dash and Tango. It was a good laugh, but something I probably shouldn't have shown because I know sometimes there are kids who watch the network on the website, and I mean, if there's a little kid watching it and he saw that and he wasn't ready for it, then I'm kind of in trouble. But I've never actually been reported in ever for that stuff, so I've gotten lucky. But yeah, that Rainbow Dash thing was definitely a fluke that I should be a bit more wise about in the future.
That child sees that cannot unsee.
Unsee!
Do not want.
Do you have any upcoming plans that you'd like to share with any of the listeners right now?
Well, the documentary I'm working on should be out by, I'd say, late December, early January, but besides that, that's about it. I mean, the next year should be pretty awesome. We're going to make some changes to our own show, make it a bit smoother and bigger. I want to start a couple more series up, but at the moment I really can't say because they're secrets. I got to work them out with some other people. But I'm just going to keep trying to have fun and make series that I enjoy and laugh at. And by doing so, I hope other people enjoy and laugh at as well.
Alright, what would you say your favorite song out of the My Little Pony series is?
Favorite song? The popular song? Oh, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I love Small. Now I'm trying to come up with all these excuses of different songs. I like this one. No, I like this one. I like this one. I love At the Gala.
You can just say you love all of them.
I think if I had to pick one, though, it would probably... Oh, shoot. Then the newest... No. I did like the Crystal Fair Pony song. That was really good. Actually, I really enjoyed that.
Aviators actually made a...
with tiny you. I'm sorry. I love that part. I'm sorry. Continue.
Well, I was just saying Aviators actually made a pretty good remix of that song.
I never got the chance to actually watch that yet. I'm going to sit down and actually see it.
It's pretty good. I was wondering if Living Tombstone would make a remix of it. I don't know if he's still planning to sometime or not.
I have no idea. I really don't. I think his remix album is almost done. He's got a lot of projects on the horizon as far as collabs go. So, I mean, at the end of the day, they're like Mando Pony too. I mean, they both came out with their songs like out of nowhere, so you can never really be 100% sure.
Right? It was like the same exact day it was on. It's like, holy crap, they already made music for it.
Working fast, I know.
Yeah, I remember on Living Tombstone's current vlog, I think I counted like 9 or 10 collaborations he's working on right now.
Where too?
Got a busy schedule. I think it was.
Ready?
Excuse me.
Were you nervous on your very first episode of your Pony Breakdown?
I still get nervous this day. I was nervous at other times, and I become very self-conscious of my voice, and it kind of hinders me speaking. I still hate my voice. I still think I'm not that great of a speaker. But at the end, it's just kind of overcoming it by just having fun with it. You gotta go behind and have fun. I've been nervous a couple of times. I still do, but I just gotta let it go and move on.
Yeah, I'm usually nervous about my voice too, because I have a stutter, as pretty much everyone can see. But I just try and roll with the punches and stuff. And
well, at least you're being brave and giving it a shot. I mean, I actually have a pretty bad slur myself, but over the course of the past year, I've been able to confront it and actually beat it back. I still slur to this day now and then, but not as badly.
Yep, mine's the same too with my stutter. It's usually just my STs I have problems with. But
And I have a very slow mind. I don't work.
Me too.
But speaking of being nervous, when we were about to interview Dusty Cat, we had like no like
Yeah, it's-
preferred questions written down. We were
out of nowhere. So we were like, what do we do? What do we ask?
yeah, we were pretty scared we were gonna mess it up or something.
Well, as
So
long as you're confident and have fun with it, there should be, you know. Like, there are times when when I interviewed graded a lot, like, on gardens, I had, like, no questions right. I'm like, oh, shoot. What do we do? And then I go back to the 5 questions, you know, who, what, where, when, things like that. And I go off of that as my springboard.
we ended up having a lot of fun interviewing Dusty.
Good.
Have you done like any type of collaborations of anything with anyone?
Oh, excuse me. I've worked with SaberSpark React. I've worked with, some more collabs. I know I have. I worked with EQI guys one time on an episode. I've, collab work. Well, Payload and I collabing. But then again, we're at this point where it's just partners that it's kind of the same thing. Nothing huge comes to mind. I've never been part of a music thing or an art thing because that's not really up my alley. So, I think Bernie's probably the biggest thing I've been a part of as far as collab work goes.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I remember Bernie's React. I liked the one. I can't remember which episode it was. I grew my neck beard out just for you. I thought that was hilarious.
I'll have that neck beard to this day.
I try to grow a beard out, but I can't get anything that are like past my lips. I just grow the mustache. I just grow the Amish beard and a mustache. I can't get anything else. I don't know what's up with that, or I don't know.
Do you usually have your own panel at conventions and things like that?
Not too often. I mean, I like Kellogg Gardens. That's why they flew us up there. We are part of the podcaster panel at BernieCon. But as I was saying before, podcasters are still relatively. They're not musicians. We're not artists, so people really don't give us as much as other facets of the fan. Which, you know, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
But it was cool being part of the podcaster panel at BernieCon. It was kind of a bad panel. It didn't go as well as I'd hope it would, but it was still an honor. And then having our own live show at Kellogg Gardens was pretty awesome too. I mean, we had about, I'd say, 400 people showing the audience and about 500 or so watching on live stream. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. For me, doing the show, it's not about getting popular. It's just about having fun is the main part for me.
Exactly.
All right. Where did the name SaberSpark come from?
SaberSpark. That came from my old I used to play World of Warcraft, and back then I called myself Saber Steve because my name is Steven, and I came up with Saber Steve because, well, Scuba Steve was taken. And I thought, okay, well, Scuba Steve's taken, I guess I'm going to press Saber Steve. And that worked somehow. Well, a YouTube account back in 2007, and Saber Steve was taken for some strange reason, and I made SaberSpark. So it wasn't anything like conscious, like, oh, you're not SaberSpark. And these are the reasons why. It's more like, well, it's not taken, so why not?
Like, I have to point this out. I'm sorry. Like, Steven, do you watch Tobuscus?
It's a YouTuber, right?
Yeah, he's pretty big. He has like Toby Games and Toby Turner and stuff like that. He does.
Yes, no, I remember. I do know.
Yeah. He has that imaginary helper with him. He always like gets mad at him saying his name's Steven. It's just funny. I'm sorry, I had to point that out. I'm like obsessed with Tobuscus. I'm a huge fan of his, so. But
I need to check him out then.
Oh, he is hilarious. Like everything like his Toby Games, everything.
So, do you have an OC?
I do. It wasn't anything very, crazy or very original, but I have if my Spencer's a Pegasus, he was a guy with a mohawk. That's my OC. Not even good. Wait, I don't know. No, she does not have a mohawk. Yeah. So if you turn Violet's Crescent to a guy with wings and a mohawk, that is literally my OC.
Nice. That actually looks pretty good. I'm picturing it in my head right now. Yeah.
I just threw together pony creators for the hell of it, and I never even imagined myself to get it, quote unquote. I keep saying quote unquote. I gotta stop doing that. I never imagined myself to get as, I suppose, popular as I am today. So, I mean, I just made it for fun back in like January, and then I just decided to roll with it, and it worked, I guess. At least works for me.
Alright, well, we're out of the written down questions, so we will keep going with the basic questions. Who is your favorite Brony musician?
Brony musician? That's a tough one. I love Tina. His music's been great day one. Especially love his Epic album remix and his BBBFF. That's the one. BBBFF remix, that was really good. I'm a big fan of Alex S. He makes some great music. He was actually one of the first musicians I listened to. That got me into the fandom. NRG, of course, no longer makes music. He got me into the fandom as well with his stuff. I actually used his medley in the credits of Battle of the Brony. I know there are more out there. I'm forgetting. I should have followed. That's really good. I know I'm forgetting some though. I know I am. That's because I'm gonna listen to this later and be like, oh my god, how could I not mention this artist? Give me 1 second. Actually, I'm just looking through my list. Now I won't look through my list. That takes much time. But yeah, Alex S. It's a good one. I know I'm forgetting some more. Oh, Ismboff. ISMBOF, I think is his name. Oh, Rainbow Crash 88. I love Rainbow Crash 88.
Oh, I think he's the one who made the battle songs for Fighting His Magic.
Yep, I got to meet him at Carolyn Gardens. He's a really cool dude.
Nice. Yeah, the one who got me into the music part of My Little Pony was Living Tombstone with his remix of Discord.
Oh god, that's one of the most popular songs in the fandom.
Well, I didn't find it on my own. Like, someone just... Have you seen the music video with that guy in the white coat making all that chaos?
Yes, I saw that on Meme Base.
Yeah, someone showed me that music video, and I thought, this song's not bad. I gotta find out what it is. Someone tells me. I look it up, and I see, why is there a pony on the left of the screen? And I think that, and like, okay, so it's My Little Pony? This was before I even knew about My Little Pony. I'm sorry, I'm going into my history.
That's fine. Round table talk.
Yeah, and yeah, it was completely before I knew about My Little Pony and how big it was. Like, I'd seen the pictures, but I thought that was just a couple of people who were obsessed with it. But, you know. So, finally, my brother started smashing clips into my face.
Who's your favorite background pony?
Ooh, probably Lyra. Lyra cracks me up.
Yeah, she's pretty funny. All her emotions and everything it shows in the background. You just gotta look for them.
What? Yes, up and down, acting crazy person.
Alright, who's your favorite out of the main six?
Oh, Lord. Well, you had to ask that question. My favorite out of the main six would have to be... this is tough. I change all the time between Rarity, Fluttershy, and Rainbow Dash. So I'd have to say the most consistent ones would have to be probably Fluttershy and Rarity. I mean, Fluttershy is just adorable. I mean, Rarity's personality is just... I love it. I absolutely love her personality. She's a really amazing character. Actually has great stories about her. But Fluttershy is just so adorable!
And just a little squeeze she does throughout the series.
Yes. Oh god, it's like when she was talking to Rainbow Dash in the episode, the premiere episode, season 3. She's like, I don't want Joust anymore. And this little whining thing. And I'm like, oh my god, Fluttershy's best friend again.
It's like, don't cry, Fluttershy.
I actually always thought Rainbow Dash was kind of a jerk in that part of this episode.
Oh, he's just being Rainbow Dash.
Yeah,
I know.
She was asked to show off, you know.
She didn't have to drag Fluttershy into it. She could have dragged someone else into it. Like Rarity or something. All she was doing was making hats. Alright, we gotta get off that. But, can you think of any more? We're running out of questions. Well, it's been a pretty long... This has been one of our...
Longer ones.
Yeah, it's. I think...
Well, I'm having a great time chatting with you. It's very enjoyable.
More questions. I'm sorry, it's like 10:35 and...
I'm not tired.
You may not be tired, but I worked today.
Do you have any MLP merchandise?
Merchandise? Not a crazy amount. I have my badges from the conventions. I have Rainbow Dash toy. Actually, no, I got a few. Never mind. I've all made 6 toys from Walmart or Target, whatever, little plastic toys. And I actually cut Rainbow Dash hair back in the day because, well, I hated the way it looked in the box, and decided to fix it. I actually went online, bought a tutorial, and golly, I was sitting there cutting the pony's hair. I thought, what is happening in my life? But I don't care. I still have that toy here on my desktop. On my desk. On my table. I have 2 bird shirts. I have... that's about it, actually. Yeah, that's about it. I don't do too much. I don't go crazy merchandise because I don't like... I have my own little way of... I don't wear tons of burning shirts. I usually wear shirts that are blank, like gray, red, blue, and then just wear some pants, and that's about it. I don't like walk around with ponies on my shirt. No offense to the pony, I just like being... I don't like being a billboard. How about that?
Oh, yeah, that's very understandable.
I have a very small choice of shirts that I wear. Even though I have like near 100 shirts. But, yeah. But, more questions. I don't think we can think of any more. Yeah, I think we're out.
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
cool. I mean, it actually works just fine. I take off a bit.
alright. Well, thank you, SaberSpark, for starring on this episode.
Thank you very much.
Oh, it's a pleasure all mine, guys. It's been a lot of fun. I love podcasts like this where I can share my story with others. It's always fun to do stuff like that.
Oh, I'm Indigo Wisp.
I'm Static Blitz.
He is SaberSpark. And we are EquestriaTalk, and thank you all for watching this exciting episode. And we'll see you all later.
Bye. Bye.
See ya.